am Megan, a first-year Murray student studying my Masters at the University of Côte d'Azur. We're here in the Arctic Ocean looking at the metabolism of Arctic kelp communities.
The Arctic Ocean is located in the north of our planet. It is a cold ocean known for its freezing temperatures, months of darkness, and sea ice. The Arctic is also one of the most rapidly changing regions on our planet, with surface temperatures increasing at twice the global average rate. The most noticeable effect of increased temperature is the significant decline of sea ice cover over the last few decades. Freshwater discharge from landing glaciers and permafrost thawing make marine organisms populating the Arctic coast particularly at risk. Kelp are primary producers that form part of the coastal Arctic benthos and are important foundation species that serve several ecosystem functions, from habitat creation to their ability to store and sequester carbon. So far, 140 kelp species have been identified in the Arctic. Kelp communities of the Arctic coasts are facing the cumulative effects of climate change. These effects include the increase in temperature, the amount of light penetrating the water column as less sea ice is present, the amount of freshwater discharge and so the salinity and turbidity of coastal waters, as well as changes in pH and nutrients. One such project studying these effects is the Orca Project, funded by the Prince Albert Foundation. The team consists of Steve, Kale, Frederic, Samir, Pierre, and Jean-Pierre. The Orca Project is complementary to the European H2020 FACEIT project, an international research collaboration in the Arctic. The Orca Project has three main components: an experimental component that uses mesocosm experiments to study the effects of multiple factors predicted in the IPCC scenarios, an in situ experiment that uses an innovative gradient flux method to determine the metabolism of Arctic benthic communities, and lastly, a dissemination component that aims to raise awareness of the general public on the major changes occurring in the Arctic.
For my Immersion project, the effects of environmental change on Arctic benthic communities, I was able to work with the Orca team on the in situ experiment component as well as the dissemination component of the project. The internship took place in two locations, at the Oceanographic Institute in Villefranche in France and the French-German Polar Research Base RVPEV located in the Arctic. As part of the experimental component, I was able to work with the Orca team with their innovative in situ measurements of kelp metabolism in the Arctic. I was also able to create a methodology that uses visual surveys using a remote operated vehicle from the in situ site in the Arctic and data from literature on kelp production titled The Kelp Budget. For the dissemination component, an article was written for the journal Frontiers for Young Minds, a journal that brings the latest research in real time to school kids between 8 and 15 years old. Work was also done on an animated video that focuses on the environmental effects of climate change on Arctic benthic communities. This project was a great opportunity for me to discover the different aspects of academic research, investigating the effects of climate change on Arctic benthic communities through bibliographic research, in situ fieldwork applications, and the dissemination of key outcomes, highlighted the importance of such topics and inspired me to continue my research in these underwater forests.